Here we have Conor Benn, possibly the most overrated fighter in all of boxing right now. And before you click off, hear me out. When you break down who he's actually fought and how he's looked, the hype starts to fall apart. So let's break it down. So as we see here, in Conor Benn's first few fights, there's nothing out of the ordinary. He fights his few journeymen, but here we see certain names: Cedric Payernard. Payernard won this fight. 5-4 journeyman beats Conor Benn. Judges give it to Benn somehow. 57-53 is outrageous. Benn got dropped twice. He clearly lost this fight. This was a joke. Now he would go on to later rectify this controversial decision. He beats Payernard decisively the second time, but if we're being realistic, he should never have had to rectify a decision against a 5-4 opponent and be considered world level. But he then goes on to fight a few more journeymen till we get to his mainstream breakout against Samuel Vargas, where he just steamrolls Vargas, gets him out there in the first round, destroys him. It was a major shock at the time. No one really expected him to get him out that quick. A demolition job. And I think he had another fight in between, and then he goes on to fight Chris Algieri, where again Algieri's probably past his best a bit. Well, he definitely is past his best, but no one expected Benn to knock him out cold like this. What a shot. And after this knockout over Algieri, everyone was expecting him to kick on a little bit and fight some better opposition now. Maybe someone in their prime, but he goes on and fights Van Heerden, another past it fighter. Is anyone else starting to recognise a pattern here? He's been matched extremely well against older big names who probably can't beat him, but will be very good on his resume. Another big chapter in the Conor Benn story is him signing to fight Chris Eubank Jr. Legacy fight, rivalry, grudge match with the fathers, massive fight in the UK, but controversy strikes and Conor Benn fails not one but 2 PED tests. And when you look back at it, how he starched Algieri and Vargas and hasn't got a knockout since, it doesn't look great for Benn again. But apparently he has been cleared of all wrongdoing. Do I personally believe it? No, but he has been cleared. But I just think there's no smoke without fire. He hasn't got a knockout since. He hasn't looked as devastating with the power since or before those 2 knockouts. But he has been cleared of all wrongdoing. And with him being cleared of all wrongdoing, himself and Chris Eubank Jr. do get in the ring. A severely weight-drained Chris Eubank, I might add, and I think Eubank beats him. I thought it was decisive enough. I thought he clearly won, but it was a classic. It was a firefight. But he lost to a fairly past it, severely weight-drained Chris Eubank the first time. But in fairness to him, he did get his he got the win back. He bet him in the rematch, and Eubank was a clear shell of himself in that fight. He barely threw a fucking punch. So look, I don't know with this, he fought a punching bag that fight. Eubank was half dead in there. And if we look at his most recent performance against Regis Prograis, he fought a 10-round fight against Regis Prograis. He didn't look great in this fight either, I have to say. He's fighting a late 30s, well past it again, Regis Prograis, who has never fought above 140 pounds. He fought him at 150, so he fought him 10 pounds above he's ever done. He was injured all camp, according to many different sources, and Benn still could not stop Regis Prograis, and the fight was very competitive in the middle rounds. Benn busted up both of his eyes. Benn should have made a statement that fight and knocked Prograis out cold, but he only hurt him once, and it was after the bell. So we have Granny's verdict. I think Conor Benn is extremely overrated. I think he is at best European level, fringe world title level. I mean world title level when he could be challenging against the likes of Mario Barrios when he was champion. Maybe he might give Lewis Crocker a good fight. I don't even think he gives Lewis Crocker a good fight, and he definitely doesn't beat Donovan either. Never mind the likes of Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. If he gets in the ring with the likes of a Shakur, Keyshawn, Devin the American Dream Haney. If he gets in there with Ryan Garcia will take Conor Benn's head clean off his shoulders. And I heard Eddie Hearn after the fight say, after the Prograis fight, that he's not a 147 fighter. He fights better at 154. Who's he going to fight at 154? He's not. Is he going to fight Boots at 154? And give me a fucking break. Eddie Hearn's just covering his tracks, because he can't now go and say Conor Benn is useless, he was never any good, I was just blowing him up, because that makes him look bad. But Conor Benn fights any of the top guys at any of these levels, and he's going to, the hype train will come to an abrupt end, I believe. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. This is Granny Talks Boxing. If you like the video, leave it a like. If you like the content, subscribe for more, and comment if you have any thoughts on the video. Thanks for watching.